Hi everybody, it's me Jackie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm coming at you today with something that I think everybody struggles with, especially when they first start doing their own laundry. I know I did, and that is folding a fitted sheet. I know I had a hard time figuring out how to fold a fitted sheet, and so I ended up watching a YouTube video to figure it out, and now I've gotten pretty good at it. I'm not completely perfect, but it looks a lot better than it used to. It's not a wadded up ball. So, alright, let's get started. What I do is I turn this inside out. So I put my hands in the corners where the seam is. Turn it inside out and put my hands in the corners. I always do the long way, like this. Because if I do the short way, then I have to deal with the long way and it's more of a pain. So this way is actually the best way to do it. You do the long way first. And then I put the corners together and I put the one on top. So they're both on one hand. And literally, the corners are together. This corner and the one inside are together. Then I tend to move to the other hand, and I actually grab both of these. I go on the inside and I hit them both. And sometimes I get lucky, like right now, and the corners are all lined up again. And sometimes I don't, and I have to like switch hands and line up my corners. Lining up the corners really does help in making it easier to fold. You don't have to do this, but it makes it easier. Let's just say that. Now I line up my corners again, and I kind of roll it over. And then I start making sure everything's kind of like all lined up. But I always try to make sure these corners are all lined up together. It just makes it easier. Then I put it on the surface. Once again, that's easier. And then I try to line everything up and make it look as square as I possibly can. And then go ahead and I pull, and I try to do it in thirds because it looks nicer and neater. Just works better. And then that one is just a half. So then I end up with a completely flat fitted sheet. I do this with all size sheets. I do this with my queen, and I do it with my daughter's, even her infant sheets I do these with. So it's really easy to do once you figure it out. I can show you some of the steps a little bit closer now. Like I said, you do the long way. You match up the corners. And you put them all together and you fold it over. So your corner, and you can feel inside, your corners are matched up. And then when you're going to the next side, see, this is where you try to see if it doesn't match up. You can go ahead and take off the other side because that's still matched, so it'll be fine. You find the corner on the inside, and then you find that corner. And then you can go back, and it's already matched up, so then you've got both of your corners. So then you line everything up again. I'm not sure if you can see how I'm rolling it over, but it's just pretty much like a fold. You're just folding it on top and letting everything meet. And then of course I like to match up my ends as much as possible. I like to get them matched up. I just realized I did this backwards, but it still works. And then, like I said, I put it down here. And that's when I start matching up. I'm trying to make it straight as possible, everything else. And then I always bring in the side with the corner first. When I do this, and then I do this. I hope that helps you out. I know for me, I had to watch a few videos to understand what people meant. So I don't know if mine is a little bit more explanatory or mine is less explanatory. Go ahead and leave me a comment. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. And I hope that you subscribe and ring the bell and stick around.